Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Mohammed Sharaf. I am computer aided design application engineer in acadsystems. Today, I would like to share the tutorial to create ball bearing using Autodesk Inventor. Before we start, I want to show that our website, you can type in acadsystems.com. So you can see all product and services that we provide here. So this is all of our product that we provide here and our services which is running. And you can see that syllabus that we provide here. So this is all training we have in our company. And you can know about us from here. And if you have some question, you can ask from here and our agent will answer it. And you can see our free online lesson coming soon from here. So today we're gonna to create ball bearing in Inventor. Tomorrow we're gonna to show the Revit 2023, the new features of Revit 2023. Let me start. So we go to create this ball bearing using Autodesk Inventor. I use the latest version of Autodesk Inventor, which is Autodesk Inventor 2023. So this is the example, right? I hide this one first, right? So this is the example for the ball bearing. You can rotate it like this. And firstly, we go to create this outer ring. We call this one outer ring, which is this part, outer ring. And next, we go to create this inner ring, which is this part. And next, we go to create this ball, which is this part. And we go to create this part, which is, we call it cage, this part. And last, we go to assembly it all. Before we start, we select the template, new, and browse template, and select standard millimeter IPT. And we go to create the first part, which is outer ring. Start to the sketch and select XY plane. So we select XY plane to create the outer ring. And we use rectangle. Click from here to here. And enter the dimension, which is the dimension is 31 times 12. Enter and make it vertical to this origin. Specify the midpoint, enter here, and enter the origin, or we call it UCS. Then select dimension And the distance from here to here is 53 millimeter. Enter. Zoom out. You can see. And we use our 3 point. Click here to here and here. Escape and use dimension and enter the radius, which is 12 millimeter. And the distance from here to here is 8 millimeter. Enter. And make it vertical. This one. And finish sketch. We use revolve to create the outer part, outer ring, and select this area and select the edges. Drop down the origin and select add edges and click OK. It will become look like this. Next, we're gonna to fillet it. Enter the value, which is 2.1 millimeter. Select this one and this one. And click OK. And we go to select the material. I'm gonna to select I think I choose chrome polish for the material. So we finished. We're done with the creating outer ring, and we go to save it. Enter the name outer ring and click save. We go to create next part, which is inner ring. Start to the sketch, XY plane, use rectangle again, and the dimension 31 millimeter times to 12 millimeter, and enter. Make it vertical, same linear with this origin. Okay. Specify the distance from here to here, and the distance is 25. Enter. And use arc 3 point on the top, here to here. Click here and use dimension 12. And the distance from here to here is 8. Enter and make it vertical. point to this point, and finish sketch. Use revolve again this area and drop down origin and use X axis. Click OK. Next, we go to fillet it. The value is 2.1 millimeter, and fillet this one and this one. Click OK. Select the material. I go to select chrome polish. The material is chrome polish. We done to create the inner ring for the ball bearing and save it. Inner ring and click save. Next, we go to create ball. We use XY plane again and use circle, normal circle, and the dimension is 24. Use line, click here and attach here. And trim this bottom, and it will become like this. Half circle, finish sketch, and use revolve again, and select this line and click OK. Very simple to creating the ball. And the material is metal 2400 hot, gold color. Finish for the ball and save it. Ball and click save. We go to the next part. New standard millimeter IPT. Create. Start to the sketch, and we use this plane, exact, and we use circle. The first circle is 94 millimeter. Use circle again, and the dimension is 86 millimeter. Finish sketch. Use extrude. Extrude this area, which is too symmetric, and enter the value, which is 16 millimeter, and click OK. Select this area and sketch. Right, and use line here to here. Delete the yellow and use line again here to here, and use dimension. Click here to here and enter the distance. Enter the value is 22.5. Enter and use circle. Specify the midpoint. Sorry. Right. Create the circle here, 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 here. And enter the value is 2 millimeter. Sorry. We go to create it again. One to this one. And use circle. And the dimension is 24. Enter. Use line here to here and trim this one and this one and delete. Okay, use trim and trim this line and delete the yellow circle. Finish sketch. Use revolve. Cut this point and click OK. Use fillet and dimension is for fillet is 2.1 millimeter, and this one. Fillet these two area and click OK. Sorry. Again, fillet 2.1, this one and this one, and click OK. Sketch to this area again. Not sketch, we use circular. Enter this hole and this fillet. Rotation axis. Write down the origin and y-axis, and the value is 8 and the degree is 360 degree. Click OK, and it will look like this. Then we use shell. Enter the value of thickness, which is 1.5 millimeter. Select inside, outside, and bottom. Click OK. Sketch to this area. Use line here to here here to here. Use dimension here to here and 22.5 millimeter. Enter. The circle and make hole which is 2 millimeter. Enter. Delete these two lines. Finish sketch. Extrude. Cut it. OK. Use circular. Enter the hole. Select the hole. And then rotate the rotation axis, which is Y axis. And placement is 8. And it will look like this. Select the material. Metal 2400F hot. Sorry. I'm going to select chrome polish. It will look like this. And save it. Catch and save. So we are already creating outer ring, inner ring, ball, and catch. Next, we go to assembly it all. File. File. New. Assembly. Please find your part. I go to choose outer ring first. Enter. And escape. Make it grounded. If I ground it, I cannot move it. It fits to the origin. Next, I select inner ring. This one. How to join it? We use join and specify the point. If you're difficult to select the midpoint, use Control and go to the point, click OK, and select this point, Control again, and go to the point. Click the point. Do not use rigid, but we go to use rotational. And click OK. Go to View, Visual Style, Shader with Edge. And it will look like this. More easy to specify the point. Place. Select ball. This ball. Drop down the outer ring, origin, and drop down the ball. Drop down the origin for the ball, and select the axis, which is we go to select YZ axis. Don't forget to hold Control to select two plane and exact axis for the ball. Sorry, YZ axis too. Same with the outer ring and constraint. And apply. Next, select the ball, constraint, select the ball, and select this area. Use rotational. Again. Use tangent and select the ball, select this area. Select the ball, tangent, and select this area and use this solution. Cannot, try again. Tangent, select the ball, select this area, and solution. Apply it. If you can, close it and try it again. Select the ball and select this area and apply. And it will look like this. Next, I want the ball follow the inner ring when I rotate it. We go to constraint it again. Go to the origin for the ball and select exact plane and drop down the inner ring. Don't forget to hold your control. And for inner ring, we select XY plane and constrain it and apply. When I rotate the inner ring, the ball will follow the inner ring. Next, we go to use pattern, circular, and axis. Go to assembly, drop down, origin, and select axis. And the value is 8 and the angle is 45 degrees. Click the ball and okay. Okay. We need to check it first. All right. Pattern. Select the ball. Assembly. Select the X axis. Yeah. It's okay. We use outer ring, axis. All right. Pattern, circular, ball. Select the axis, x-axis, and the value is 8, degree is 45 degree, and click OK, and it become like this. Next, we go to assembly the cage. Select cage, open, enter here, escape, and rotate it to more easier to assembly it. Okay, I move it to here. Okay. Go to Outline, Origin, and select XY plane, constraint. Go to this sketch and find this area. Apply. And go to inner ring. I close for outer ring, and I drop down the inner ring, find the origin, and find the, we go to constraint it again. We use the origin, which is X plane, X axis. Don't forget to hold your control. And for the cage, we drop down it and select Y axis and constraint. And apply. Yeah, still can move it. How to fit it to the ball, and drop down ball. This one component pattern, and drop down element 1, drop down the ball 1, drop down the origin, select XY plane, and go to the cage, XY plane again. Don't forget, hold your control and constrain it. And apply. All right. Select XY plane. For the ball, for the cage, and select XY plane for the ball and constrain it. Have some issue here. It's okay. I'm trying to constrain it with the inner first. XY plane and inner XY plane and constraint. See, basically it will look like this, right? So we finish to create the ball bearing, and you can rotate it like this. We call it ball bearing. Basically, bearing we use in our motorcycle, in our engine, car engine, motorcycle engine. So bearing is common use in engine or rotational item. I finished to show you all for the tutorial. If you have some question, you can enter your question in the comment section.